Welcome back. Tuesday, gone, just like Leonard Skinner said with the wind. Back on Wednesday, crypto before dark. Welcome everybody to the show. Today, I want to talk about some things that are progressing and happening little by little. We're going to talk about some potential setups that have formed. All right. Want to show you a couple things and teach you about what to expect and what not to expect. And when people say certain things, what do those certain things mean? We'll get into that in a second. If you haven't done so yet, go hit like. Let's jump over to the main panel. Why don't we? Here we go. So go hit like real quick. They're free. They don't cost anything. Anybody who likes helps out the YouTube algorithm to push us to the top. Get YouTube to share this for us. We don't even have to do it, all right? The more we do that and the more YouTube shares us, the more the message gets out and the more people we can try to help. That's the whole idea. We want to help as many people as we can. We want to teach people, as many people as we can, of how to do a little bit better with your own investment. You chose to be your own financial advisor. Yeah, you chose crypto. You chose to be your own financial advisor. And when you did that, you decided, I don't want any help. I can do this. Well, guess what, folks? There comes a time in life where everyone needs a little help, and that's what we're here for, right? We're here to talk it out as adults, figure out what the best thing to do is from time to time, put it all together, come up with a better decision. So let's see who all's here first. I'd like to say hey to everyone before we get started, because I'm just a friendly guy like that. What's up, Frog with a hat? Good to see you. Big Dex, AJ, A and J. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Neil Ovison. Good to see you. I got chips in my teeth. Sorry. E. Phillips. What's up, brother? Happy hump day. Old school Ruben already did. Can't do it twice. Good deal. Good deal, brother. Thank you. Scott Hoyleman, what's up, brother? Old school Ruben again. Changed his name and says, go for it, Teach. I then. Doggy says, hi, Keith. Is BTC going to drop or are we going back up? Yeah, I think it's all coming down, brother. The future says, the legend with the crown. Bro, I'm not a legend. I'm just a simp, but thank you. You're actually the legend. Kelly Slade. Yo, what's up, ma'am? How have you been? Good to see you on here. Shep Stacks. Ray TA. What's up, brother? Fred Kaz. Hi from Paris. Let's go. Not Texas, he said. Bill Urban, happy Wednesday. Good to see you, Bill. Ray the Wizard in the building. That's right, dude's pretty hard on the Pine scripts. Coming up with some really cool stuff in the Discord. You guys aren't in the Discord. Why not? We got a ton of cool shit going on over there constantly. We do stuff nonstop over there. We always have something going on. Here's the general chat. We actually have, after this stream, we have a voice call for all the unlimited members, and all the 786 Assassins members can come in, holler at everybody and come talk. If you want to talk, you want to say something, you got questions, you can come ask after the stream. Discord is free for the rest of the month. All full access. All you must do is use the LaunchPass link down below in this video, and you can get on the Discord for free for the rest of the month. All right. So who else is on here? Let's go say hi. Fred Kaz, already said hey to him. Silent Sandal, what's up? Good to see you. Jerome Ashton. Dynamis, what's up, Dynamis? Still in Costa Rica. Twitter banned me. Oof. What'd they ban you for? You must have posted something really controversial like learn to code. Elcon Vanderwall. Keith is online and YouTube decides to give you 2 of those unstoppable long advertisements. Hi, Keith. Oh, my God, yeah. Depends if I click those. Excuse me. If I click those and leave those on there, YouTube tends to give us more people watching. That's why I do it. Manalo, what's up? Benson, what's up? Shit, my ankle, sorry. So let's talk about what a long squeeze is. So everyone's always heard people throw terms around like short squeeze. Oh, AMC's in a short squeeze. What does that even mean? All right. What does it mean? Why do they say that type of thing? And what causes it to happen? And what causes it to take off the way it does? The same thing can be said in the opposite direction for a long squeeze. Let's go over what those mean and how they work now. So, first thing we'll talk about is a long squeeze. So, in a long squeeze, what you have is a bunch of people all deciding that they want to bet on a certain asset to go up. Now, I've got Ethereum pulled up here for you, and this is a 1-hour chart. I'm just using this as an example, okay? Many people, and many people who run lots of really nice software see the chart going up, okay? When this happens, many people wish to buy. All right. This is called going long or buying. All right. When this happens, there are more people buying than there are selling. When I say selling, what do I mean? You can be doing it in multiple different ways. You can just be getting rid of assets and going into stable coins. You can be betting on the market to go down by taking a futures trade or a derivative trade, basically saying, I'm betting on this to go down with this much money from X price down to X price. That's a futures bet, okay? You can also take a margin token and buy a margin token, which goes up if it's a 3S token. All these are ways to bet against the chart going up. Now, in a situation like you see here, we have more buyers than we have sellers. So the chart moves up into a short-term uptrend that you see. Now, everyone's going long. We're doing great, right? If we zoom out to the high time frame for just a moment and look around, and let's use a different chart so we don't get rid of this one. I want to keep this one up here. I don't want to touch it. So let's go to regular Ethereum here. We'll look at the high time frame. On a high time frame, we see that, in fact, we have a bit of a bearish formation forming. We've got a head and shoulders forming right here, failing to break support, stuck under resistance, and failing essentially. While this may move up for a day or three here, it's likely that the price rolls over and plays dead. Okay? So currently you have more buyers than sellers on a short time frame. But if we step out and we look at a larger picture, you have in a larger picture more sellers than buyers, which means there are people who are ready to bet against the market, against you, when you think you're doing well. So let's talk about how this cascade effect creates a situation where you can't do anything and you're stuck. Let's go pull this back up here. Go back down to the 1 hour where we were. Just wanted to show you that for an example. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to draw on it there. Cross. All right. Now, back to what we were discussing here. We currently have more buyers than sellers. Let's be hypothetical for a moment. Okay. We've got multiple people who are long here, right? We've got 6 people who are long here, and we only got 2 people who are short. As the chart continues to go up, and we start to see indicators go up and get a little high and a little high, as it goes up more and more, people who run machines that do this for them start to understand that momentum will run out. And when this happens, a shift happens where more people start to take profits, more people start to bet against the market, and you start to lose buyers that turn into sellers. Okay? On that note, more people also see that that's happening, and they start jumping in as well. You may have 1 or 2 who come over from the buy rank and go into the sell rank, plus all the other people who are sitting back on that high time frame watching this happen who are going to bet against it. Remember, we're still long here. Everyone's buying, right? No, because you got lost in the momentum. You didn't see that on the big time frame we have a bearish formation happening. So the price starts to come back down a little bit. When the price starts to come back down a little bit, all of a sudden those people who were long start to feel pressure. Now, if you've ever worked in a trade industry like I used to, we used to say something all the time: pressure burst pipes. Okay, I wasn't a plumber. I was a commercial HVAC guy. Either way, I'm doing refrigerant lines that have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pressure inside the pipe. When that happens, you can't have a weak point in that pipe because that pipe will burst. Pressure burst pipes. Think of this as a squeeze instead of pressure. Those people who were long start to feel the pressure and they start to squeeze up and get tense. Okay, I was long here, and now I'm starting to feel the heat. I'm not in as much profit as I was before. All right, this is starting to feel bad. I don't know about this anymore. I'm not sure I want to stay in this long. I'm going to give it a little bit longer, and we'll see what happens. All right. Once this rollover happens, you might get some people who want to buy the dip, right? We know all about buying the dip, but you have just as many, if not more people who are selling now because they see the momentum start to shift. The squeeze is on. From here, we get a little bit more down. Uh-oh. Now what was a tense moment for those people who are long, now their butthole is starting to really pucker. Now they're really tightening up on the reins and going, oh crap, I don't know if I want to be in this long anymore. Now, for a moment, I want you to think about this. You were in a long. In order to get out of that long, what do you have to do? You have to hit the sell button. What column would that put you in? That would put you from the long column to the short column or the sell column. So those who were squeezed are now forced to start moving out of their positions, even though they don't wanna, because they start to realize, crap, this is not going my way. When this happens, that momentum that we did have for up has turned into momentum for the down. That's a long squeeze, folks. When you see it come to a point where all of the longs start coming out of their longs, they're selling. They're joining on with the short side or the sell side. Even if they're not betting against it, they've closed their long position. They've taken the pressure off of up and removed it and given it either neutral or down. Now, if I was long and now I'm either neutral or down, and guess what? The longs have been squeezed out. Now, you got two choices. You can either sell it and get out, or you can just stay in it and be stubborn and wait it out until you get your margin call. What is a margin call? Okay, a margin call is as such. When I bet on this to go up, I got $300 in my futures wallet. I make a $100 trade. Okay, I use 33% of it, and I still have $200 left over. They'll give me a margin price that tells me, at this point, we're going to take the other $200 that you have and put it towards your failed trade for you because you did so bad on this trade, that is all the margin we are giving you. When you get a margin call, it's them saying, hey, ring, ring, you're doing terrible, and we're going to take your money from you because we don't think you should be in this anymore, and it's going to the other side. You can either add funds to that and be more stubborn, or you can stop and jump on their side. That's a margin call, and that's what people fail to catch on to over and over and over again, and that's why people get liquidated. They don't understand that. They're not smart enough to realize that the momentum has shifted. All of this logic can be moved in the other direction as well. Okay, we can look at other charts and see the same thing on the other side. We formerly had, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's erase this. And let's go to Solana. Let's go to Sol 3L USD 3S. Let's go 3S USDT. So this is Solana 3S, meaning 3 short, meaning 3 times short. What you've seen here is a similar situation, only kind of reversed. Let's draw a couple little lines here to make a simple little graph for everyone to see. Sellers and buyers. Now, if you're wondering how many there actually are, you can go over to the exchange yourself, pull up KuCoin or whatever exchange it is that you use, and you can look on the order book and click on order depth, and that'll show you how much buys and how much sells there actually are. Okay? You can look at the order book and say, man, there are lots of sales, and there are not that many shorts. I mean, there are not that many longs. So it looks like there's more shorts than longs. And you can automatically get a grasp for what's going on from that point. All right. So in this aspect, there were many, many people who were selling Solana 3S at first, and not very many people buying. However, what we notice is we've got a good candle down here, a good hammer candle. That's a really big hammer candle. And we've got a couple other candles that are starting to show like they want to go up, like they want to reverse and come back up. If that's the case, you're going to have a similar situation where people see the momentum shift and they start buying. Now you've got just as many buys as you do sales, and it's at worst neutral. This is a short squeeze. This is where people were short and they were betting on it to go down. And now you're seeing momentum shift and they're moving to the other side. And when that happens, longs start selling. When you sell a short, short start selling. When you sell a short, that means, hey, guess what? I'm no longer betting on it to go down. I'm betting on it to go up. I'm doing the opposite. I'm buying. Now you've moved over into the buy camp. And now we have a weighted side on the buyers rather than the sellers. And while stragglers may come in and decide they want to sell, you're going to see literally twice as many buyers jump in on the same side. This is how short squeezes happen. Famously, AMC had a short squeeze. Okay. It was so far down that anyone with the right mind would have looked at that and went, man, this looks terrible. I'm done. However, some greedy hedge funds took it upon themselves to say, no. I think this thing's going to zero when it was, what, a couple dollars. All right. They should have known that their short had gone far enough and to stop. However, they pushed the limits and kept going and got stubborn. And when the margin call happened, what did they do? They didn't sell. They just went and asked someone else for more money. In the end, people thought they wrecked that hedge fund. In fact, they didn't. That hedge fund just added money to the pot, raised up their margin level, and ended up making money in the end. All right? More so than not, you can't control these things. All that you can do is ride the momentum back and forth. You can't be the one who says, no, I think I'm going to run. You're not running anything. We are so far back in the order book. We're just playing the field, okay? You got to stop thinking like that you run stuff. We run nothing here, okay? All we do is our part. We buy and we sell, and that's it. We can't control things. If we can't control things, we shouldn't worry about them. Those things that we cannot control deserve zero worry from us. This is something that people in Alcoholics Anonymous learn. It's very simple. Please give me the power to understand the things I can't control. Right? Stop. Relax. You can't do anything about it. That's a long squeeze. That's a short squeeze. Hope everyone got a little bit of information out of that. Now, let's go see if we have any questions and look at a couple charts real quick. Still in Costa Rica. I wish I was in Costa Rica. It sounds fun. What's up, Crew Jones? Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Scott Hoyleman. If BTC and ETH hold, does it make sense to still sell? It depends on how far you think it's going to go down. It's like, I hate to tell people what to do with their own money. It's your money, it's like you to do it. But if Ethereum is currently $1,600 and you think it's going to go to $800, well, that's a 50% loss in value. Is that worth it to you to hold on to, or is it worth it to you to get out of? Right? That's what you have to ask yourself and determine on your own. Is this worth it? Am I taking this too far? Is it going far enough? What am I doing? Right? For me, I'm in stable coins. So, if anyone is not in the Discord, get your ass in there and start making money. In fact, you'll make your money back that you spend on the Discord rather quickly. Nobody in there telling you when and what to buy. You can make those calls on your own in a short time. You just got to want to learn. Absolutely. Danny Deep Pockets. What's up, Danny Carney? Danny Deep Pockets. Yes, David, I realize that. I was just because of pretty far down the bear market. At some point, it's probably better to hold. Yeah, probably a long time ago it was better, but I don't know about now. What's up, Avatar Crypto Tari, bro? What's up, my guy? That's my idol right there. It's one of my favorite people. I can't wait to go to London one day and hang out with him. Dude's cool as hell. Cool as the other side of the pillow. That's so Stuart Scott stuff. So, if you're asking me if Bitcoin's going to go up here, I'm going to say the aspects are low. You have a couple things working against you. While yes, there is a trend line here that has not come up and been retested. That would be a bearish retest at best. If this came up here and tested the bottom of this and then fell, man, that'd be ugly. All right, that's not a good thing at all. It could just form out a head and shoulders here as well, right? Form out a head and shoulders here, chop along, and then after it's done chopping, fall down. fully possible as well. The longer this sits here and does nothing, the higher the prospects are that we get failure downward. We're already in downward failure. Don't tell me it can't happen more. You're already in downward momentum, as we just showed with a long squeeze and a short squeeze. The longer this happens, the more the momentum, the more people jump off of their longs and into the shorts until it rides to a point where shorts stop and more people start to get back in the longs. This is basic stuff. This is basic trend analysis. And this is why we talk about trend analysis so much, so often. Find those trend lines, find those places where the chart clearly shows you that it's not ready yet. And if you know that, don't do anything until something changes. And an excellent example right now is Bitcoin. We have a clear-cut trend line going down here. And you could probably argue that we have another trend line coming down through here that it maybe broke, maybe didn't, but it damn sure ain't over this big trend line over here. It certainly is not. And if that's the case, how long is it going to take to get over there? October, November, maybe December? Dude, that's months away. What are you panicking for then? What are you worried about? If it's months away, relax. It's going to be a while. Nothing's going to hurry up and happen. It's months from doing anything significant, in my opinion. If that's the case, then chill. How do all your indicators look? Oh my goodness. So not only do you got a trend line right there that's in the way, you've got the 50-day, the 21 EMA, and the 8 EMA all in the way of productivity here. And that's just the Binance chart. It's not even the futures chart. Let's pull up the futures chart. Futures chart looks just the same. Looks just the same. You're under all three of those, 50-day, 8, and 21 EMA. At best, you're going to get a bearish retest of this trend line. If it can come up here and close that gap, great. Then we know it's short from there. Either way, this chart is still pointing down high time frame. Until it breaks this big bull market line right here, it's no go. This thing could hit this line and bounce hard. It could also hit the line and go over, but until that happens, we are to assume it's not. Dogecoin is a great example for this, and I'll show you what I mean. I don't own any Dogecoin. I don't plan on buying any. But if you look at this, it's pretty clear cut that this thing hasn't broken trend since what appears to be last May. Last May is the last time Dogecoin did anything important. Right about this time, when it was 73 cents, everybody was telling me how Dogecoin was going to $2. Wrong. 73 cents to 7 cents. You've lost 90% of your value. Put $1,000 in, you lost 900. At what point do you call your own bluff? Right? At what point do you call yourself out and stop yourself and say, hey man, maybe I did the wrong thing here? For a lot of people, they haven't done that yet. Same situation on Dogecoin. Not only have we not broken that big, humongous red trend line, but we have another one down here that potentially is just bearish retesting the bottom of. That happens and it fails to break that. More down we go. Where to? Well, we do have a little blob of support right here, which lets me believe that we'll potentially hold this blob of support. We don't hold that, man, Dogecoin could come all the way back to a penny. A penny. That's horrible, isn't it? Now, would those be good opportunities to buy? Honestly, if we see it go down that far, it's worth taking a risk, but damn, that's a long way. So the prospects of it coming back up are very hard at that point. Previously mentioning it, Dogecoin had medium resistance before. Now it's got a whole lot of resistance to go through. So I would expect it moves slower this time around. Let's see. May have been about a year. Don't remember when we moved to Telegram and Discord. After no, I'll just finish. And I was not talking. Yeah, bro. I just logged in and immediately typed that. Keith drops good info. Yeah, thank you, brother. What model hat is that? This is Carolina Panthers, bro. That's just an NFL hat. I love my Panthers. I rock a Panthers or Tar Heels hat on every stream. It's just the way it is. I look at Discord stuff every day, practicing my paperwork, right? Yeah, we transitioned from Telegram to Discord less than a year ago, maybe in December, October, November. We moved over there because it's much more user friendly on Discord. We can separate the Discord up into many, many sections where we couldn't do that on Telegram. We'd have to create more groups and more groups and more groups. A lot of people were missing information on Telegram because they couldn't see everything that was being said. Well, on Discord, it's very, very sectioned off as far as crypto charts, scalping charts, spot trades, long time frame, stocks, forex, bonds, equities, coding, bots, DAO stuff, node stuff, general chat, private chats. It's all sectioned off differently where you can kind of go to the point where you want and see what you want, and you don't have to worry about, hey, I think I'm gonna miss it. It's all in there. You can see it all. You can see it all and choose what you want to look at. So, what do I see happening here? Pretty clear cut that we're going to get a long squeeze. We're going to get a long squeeze. Those who are long based on the last couple days, and this being a lower low and likely forming a lower high, it's going to chop out and likely fall. Likely fall back to support around 1300, 1200, 1300 to 1250. That would be the first place, I think. After that, it needs to hold this trend line. You fail this trend line right here, this big, humongous white trend line right here. If it fails, oh boy. Oh boy. Because that signals a very big fall. A very big fall to where, you say? Well, according to Fibonacci retracement, it could fall back as far as $400. Worse than that, $200. If it breaks this big trend line, that is fully possible. Now, I know that might break people's heart to hear, but I ain't going to bullcrap you. It's possible. We need to hold that trend line up there. That trend line doesn't hold, big problems. So I'll be watching this very carefully as far as Ethereum goes. And the same thing for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a big historical trend line that it's sitting on. And if it fails it, the same rhetoric goes for Bitcoin. If it fails this big trend line right here, that, by the way, it's never failed before. It's never not held this trend line. So it's right up against it at the moment. Like right up against it at the moment. If it fails this trend line, that's going to be really, really, really bad for the space. That opens up the possibility to mid-teen BTC. That opens up the possibility to 10,000 BTC. You can't really say that until it breaks. So we have to sit and watch. 9+ years it's held this trend line. I'm to assume it will, but until it fails, when it fails, if it fails, I'll be ready. I'll be loading up on shorts and shorting the shit out of this thing on the way down. So that's been 30 minutes. Thank you, Captain Snyder. I'll be back tomorrow to do another live stream. We'll have another live stream tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about Matic and some other stuff. We'll go over the whole market. But that's it for today. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate everybody that came in here. We had 60 people in here. That's badass. I'm going to do more of these in the afternoons. Maybe even transition our late night streams to a different time to accommodate more people. I know it's late and a lot of people like to get rest and all you people like to go to bed. I'm a night owl, so it's different for me. Thank you all for coming. Got a live stream or got a voice chat over in the Discord for the unlimited members who want to come over there and hang out. I'll see y'all there. Till next time, in the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you. We'll see you then. Peace.